Hello everybody, good evening. Welcome to JAIIB English Medium channel. I hope all of you are doing fine. Today in this particular session, we'll be talking about the principles and practices of banking. The subject is PPB and the exam which we are targeting is JAIIB May 2026. And when we talk about the session's name, the topic which we will be discussing specifically for those candidates who want to crack PPB examination in this attempt, it will be the high weightage topics or for that matter units of PPB. So now as you know that the time is limited, we are here somewhere in February, and when we talk about the time left with us, effectively the clock is ticking, and you will be having approximately 70 to 80 days from today depending on your preparation of PPB. Fine. If you have already begun the preparation, I would highly recommend that try to wind up the syllabus as soon as possible. If not, then try to complete the syllabus first and then move on to the revision or for that matter note making. Here we will be talking about the important topics of your PPB subject. So what all is important? The importance is not because we think it is important, no. We have highlighted those topics from various modules which are being repeated by the IIBF. Fine. So we have the exam when for your PPB you will be having the exam on 9th, that is Saturday, 9th May you will be having the examination. And when we say that what all topics are there, let's see one by one. So the module wise preference is fixed. Fine, this is a silver lining while preparing for PPB. You need not to deviate from this preference, because in the past we have seen in all the exam cycles this is the pattern which IIBF has followed. Now again, take it with a pinch of salt, because nobody can tell you for sure 100% sure with guarantee that this will be followed. But yes, from the previous years we can decipher that you must cover module A first, then B, move on to module C, and then lastly go with module D. And logic also states the same, because module D has the lesser number of units as compared to A, B and C. The most number of units, you can say module A and B, if you cover diligently you can score high marks in PPB. But again, do not ignore module C as well as D. Now let me just give you a brief overview about these modules so that you can understand in a much better way that which topics we have to cover first. So module A talks about the journal banking operations. Being a banker, you will relate more to this term, that is deposits. So the deposits section, whatever you are working in the deposits, that will be discussed in the journal banking operations, starting off with the types of accounts, the types of customers, types of organization, or for that matter certain stipulated rules and regulations of RBI and various other entities. Fine, various other entities, we will also be looking into that. Next comes module B. The functions of banks is the name of this module, but in order to summarize that what all is included in this particular module, you must remember that it talks about the credit domain, or for that matter the advances section of your bank, or for that matter bank's branch. Then we move on to banking technology, the third pillar of a bank functioning, which will be via the digital products. Fine, more or less when you walk in the bank's branch, you find what? One section dedicated for deposits. Fine, we have cashier, we have a single window operator. Then second operational aspect is your credit. You have a loan section in a branch itself. The third one, beyond branch, whatever banking products you are giving to the customer, that is included in the banking technology, or you can say the digital products. Lastly, module D talks about ethics. Now since banks are business driven, you want the business of bank is profit driven only, and you want to have a fine balance between the profit maximization and the ethical behavior of the banking industry. That is why it is pertinent to know all those ethical dilemmas, or for that matter ethical functions which you must perform while doing the banking. So ethics in banks and financial institutions, we will be talking about the ethics in the business form. Fine. So all these are the 4 modules and the overview of the same. Now let's move on to the topics for which you have joined this video. What are the most important topics out of these modules? Starting off with module A, general banking operations, you will find chapter wise I have enlisted in the bracket with the bold fonts what are the important topics. Wherever I have not mentioned the topics, by default you must assume that the entire chapter is very important. So when it comes to the module A, I always suggest my students that they must go through a thematic approach. Always follow a thematic approach. So there are various units here. Fine. All these units you can club into various themes. What kind of themes? First, the basic. Basic includes the banker customer relationship. So unit number 1, that is banker customer relationship. After that, the banker's special relationship. Both of them comes under the purview of your basics domain in the theme 1 of module A. And the most important topic will be right of appropriation when it comes to the banker's special relationship. Overall, the first chapter, banker customer relation, is entirely very important. Different types of relationships are discussed. Then comes the second theme, that is your norms. The second theme will be norms, which will include the chapters AML KYC guidelines, in which you will find PMLA obligation, the Prevention of Money Laundering Act obligations, very important. The second chapter in this particular theme of norms will be your operational aspects of KYC, where CKYC, Central KYC Registry, is very important. Then we move on to the banking norms pertaining to opening of accounts of various customers, as well as the operational aspects of your deposit accounts. All these clubbed together with some of the end chapters, the last chapters, like you have the RTI, the Consumer Protection Act 2019, and the RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. These form the basic highlight of your norms, and these chapters are entirely important. Fine, you cannot miss any topic in these chapters. Okay, so yes, the service guidelines, customer service guidelines, along with that the norms or the duties of a banker and the customer rights, they are also covered under the norms theme of module A. Next comes the operations. Fine, the next theme will be the operational theme, or the operations simply. These operations are what? The operations which you see in your day-to-day banking. They are what? They are the clearing functions, collection of check, or for that matter cash monitoring. Then we have the forex also, which will be a different theme altogether. From here you will be finding the forex theme. Then comes the operations part in this chapter, which is entire chapter is important. Payment and collection of checks and others negotiable instruments. Then responsibility of paying bank and the collecting bank. Okay, these are the operations which are done within the physical branch. But apart from that, important operations are enlisted in the ancillary services as well. NEFT, RTGS, electronic benefit scheme, etc. Next comes the fourth theme, which talks about the forex. Fine, the foreign exchange operations. In the forex you will find the foreign exchange remittance for individuals. Very important point will be the FEMA, the act. You must know each and everything about the act. Then operational aspects of NRI business. After that you also have the foreign currency accounts for residents and other aspects. FCRA 2010 is the most important topic. Okay, apart from these four themes, you can have one general discussion around this topic, that is financial inclusion and financial literacy. Fine, when you talk about the cash management services, this chapter, this has been included in this theme only, that is the operations. Fine, so that is how you must approach the module A. And when we say that these four themes are there, whether they are applicable on the rest of the modules also, answer is no. We have to go with each and every topic separately when we go towards the credit management. So functions of banks, as I have already told you, here we will be enlisting the topics based on the units. So starting off with the first unit, the basic one, principle of lending. Here, what is the difference between fund and non-fund based facilities? Very important. Then we move on to the appraisal and assessment of the credit facilities, the working capital part, again important one. Operational aspects of the loan accounts, be it the guidelines or for that matter framework for your recovery. Then comes the most important line of chapter. Fine. From here you will find 3 to 4 questions on regular basis. Types of collaterals, whether you have to secure a particular type of collateral or not, in which type of loan. What about the unsecured loans? Then various methods or the modes are there to charge the securities in your loan account. For that we have the contract of bailment or the charges also. So this is also very important. Documentation of the loan account. Then we have the NPA management. From here NPA management will starting off with the prudential norms, as well as the overall structure of NPA management becomes very important. Apart from that, all these units are the most important ones. You cannot just pick and choose any topic, but the entire unit you must cover. Contracts of indemnity, bank guarantee, letter of credit. Every time you will find the question from types of letter of credit or the process flow of letter of credit. Either from types or process you will find one question. Then we have the DPGs, deferred payment guarantee, the purpose as well as the method of your payment. Laws relating to bill finance, again the whole chapter is important. You can pick and choose some topics from the personal finance because it is not that hard. Credit card, home loan, consumer loans, the basic loan accounts, or for that matter the loan products which are being offered by the bank are discussed here. Then we have the priority sector advances. Specifically you must focus on the A and BC calculation, adjusted net bank credit. Fine, that is very important. Next comes the agricultural finance, where you must know the KCC, what is KCC, how the limit is being calculated, along with the scale based regulation of your NBFCs. Next we have MSME. The schemes are very important here. Also the government sponsored schemes, be it the day NRLM, NULM, or for that matter SHG chapter. Here you will find the flagship scheme of NABARD, the hit project of NABARD as we call it, that is your SHG bank linkage program. Fine. So yes, that is also very important. So in short, if I have to summarize, then if you cover module A and B thoroughly, then you won't be having any doubt or for that matter any inhibition that whether we can score good or not. Module C, entire module you have to cover because already the units are very much less, along with the module D. Here you cannot pick and choose. Each and every aspect is important. You should cover each and every topic because the interlinkage is there. Okay. So yes, this was it for today's session. If you have any doubt regarding the PPB high weightage topics, you can ask me in the comment section. And if you want to enroll in our paid classes, then you can directly contact us on 0981 981 9247. And for maximum discounts, what is the discount code which you can apply? It is Y1003. Okay. So keep on learning, keep on studying. We will bring more sessions on this particular channel only. So do subscribe our channel also, that is JAIIB English Medium.